Assalamu alaikum. I am Muhammad Mahmoud Hassan, Assistant Teacher, Agriculture, Greenfield School and College. Dear student of class 10, today I will discuss about some board questions and answer from chapter 1. Now, the first question is, the stem of the question is, in this year, Mr. Kobir got more yield to cultivate Ufshi variety of rice. He dried some of rice seed in the sun for 2 days and preserved them in the sacks. In the next year, he took out some seeds from the sacks to produce seedlings and found that some insects attacked the seeds. After performing germination test, he found that the seeds are not germinated. He became worried. By consulting agriculture officer, he came to know that the seeds were not preserved correctly. This question came in the board examination in 2019. The first question is, which soil is suitable for potato cultivation? Answer of this question: for potato cultivation, loomy and sandy loam soil are suitable. Question B: in which soil erosion does the use of agricultural equipments become problematic? Answer is real land erosion makes use of agricultural machineries difficult in the soil. Real soil erosion is the second step of sheet erosion. Due to heavy rainfall, several long narrow lines are formed along the slopes which looks like hand rips. The narrow lines eventually become larger in length and width. By the flow of rainwater, fertile soil is removed from the land. Thus the land loses its fertility and it becomes difficult for farmers to use agricultural machineries. Now question C. Number C question is, what activities should he perform to produce seedlings correctly for the seeds of Mr. Kobir? Explain. The answer is, Mr. Kobir needed to dry the seeds properly for preservation, for adequate germination. For lowering the seed moisture content at 12% to 13%, seeds need to be dried under the sun for 3 days. Moreover, to preserve seed vitality and quality, seeds should not be dried in adequate or too much heat. The seeds preserved by Mr. Kobir received excessive heat in the first 2 days, due to which they dried up and their vitality was reduced. This also reduced germination capacity of the seeds. Even the quality of seeds was destroyed due to pest infestation. Thus, it can be said that the proper germination, the moisture content of the seed needs to be at a standard level. Now question D. Give your opinion regarding the suggestion of agriculture officer, either it was correct or not. The agriculture officer gave advice regarding to the seeds not being preserved well. The main task of seed preservation is to remove excess moisture content from the seeds. To ensure standard moisture content, the seeds need to be dried for 3 days in bright sunlight. But Mr. Kobi dried his paddy seed for 2 days. To test if the seeds are dried properly or not, if one bites into a seed, there will be a crackle sound. To protect seeds from pest infestation, neem leaves and neem roots can be placed in the sacks with the seeds for preservation. Mr. Kobir didn't do that either. As the seeds were not properly preserved, the seeds were attracted by pests and were not germinated in the germination test. Thus, it can be said that the advice of agricultural officer was accurate. Now I am going to describe second board question. This question came in the examination, SSC examination held in 2018. The stem of this creative question is: Khalek Mia took suggestions from Upazila livestock officer because of his cattle farm was not profitable. The livestock officer advised him to feed urea molasses straw. As officer's suggestions, he took necessary steps and the farm became profitable. Next. Question A. What is hum pulling? Answer of hum pulling is to uproot the part of a tree above the ground is known as hum pulling. Question B. Algae is an bid-fair nutrition feed. Why? Answer of this question is algae are the most prospective nutritious animal feed. Algae are the most prospective nutritious animal feed which may be used as the replacement of various protein-rich feed like oil cake, fish meal, etc. Algae contain 50 to 70% protein, 20 to 22% fat, and 8 to 26% carbohydrate on dry matter basis. Besides, enough vitamin C and various types of vitamin B are available in algae. That is why algae are called a potential nutritious feed. Number C. Khalek Mia. Number C question is: how Khalek Mia made urea molasses straw? Explain. Khalek Mia prepares urea molasses mixed straw for cattle of his farm. He follows the method mentioned below for producing the item. Ingredient 1 straw 20 kg. 2 ingredient 2 is urea 1 kg. Ingredient 3 is water 20 liters. Ingredient 4 is a medium sized pot, and 5 is gunny bags, and 6 is thick polythene. Preparation of the method. At first, he mixes 1 kg urea with 20 liter of water in a bucket. Then he coats the doll, large hollow basket, with a mixture of cow dung and clay and dries it. After that, he sprays urea solution over the straws placing them gradually in the dole. After placing all the straws treated with the whole urea solution in the dole, he ties the open ends with gunny bags and thick polythene. After 10 days, he takes out the straw, dries them in the sun for preservation. Now, question D. Analyze the reasons of livestock officers' suggestions. The answer is the livestock officer advised Khalek Mia to feed the cattle of his farm urea molasses straw. Along with conventional care, special care is necessary to make the livestock farm profitable. For instance, cattle need to be fed a special nutritious feed along with the conventional ones. On such a special feed is urea molasses straw or urea molasses blocks. If these special feeds are given to the livestock, it helps in rapid growth of the cattle and makes them healthy. Production of milk also increases. This increases production of farms, resulting in the profit for farmer. As Khalek Mia's farm was not making profit, the livestock officer advised him to feed his cattle urea molasses straw. As he started to follow the suggestion of the livestock officer along with taking proper care of cattle, his farm started making profit. Thus, the advice given by the livestock officer was logical. Now I am going to describe today's last creative question. This question came in the board examination in 2017. The stem of this question is: most of the soil of Bangladesh are soft, light, and cultivable. According to soil structure and nature, 30 agroecological zones are divided into 5 zones for crop production. Land cultivation is the first stage of land preparation. For this, microorganism activity are increased. There is a proverb of Khona about land preparation, of which meaning radish cultivation requires 16 plowings to make soil friable. First question: what is soil? Answer of this question is: soil is a medium where crops and forests are grown and where livestock roam. Question B. Explain. Fish feed quality depends on FCR value. FCR is food conversion ratio. FCR or food conversion ratio can be defined as the ratio of feed supply and the body growth of animal after feed consumption. With FCR, the utilization of fish feed by the fishes can be calculated. The value of FCR is always greater than 1. If it's greater than 2, then the fish production can become profitable as it becomes wastage of feed and lowered quality of pond water. The lower the value of FCR, the better the quality of the fish feed, meaning more production using less feed. That's why it can be said that the quality of fish feed depends on FCR value. Now question C. According to a STEM, write down 5 zone name and describe soil characteristics any one of that zone. Answer of the question is: the 5 regions mentioned in the STEM are loamy and silt loam soil region, clay soil region, Marine Tract and Madhupur Tract, hilly and piedmont region, and coastal region. Description of loamy and silty loam soil region is given below. The nature of the soil is loamy and silty loamy. High to medium lands are included in the soil region. Quantity of organic content in loamy soil is from low to medium. pH level of soil is from 5.2 to 6.2. On the other hand, amount of organic content of silt loamy soil is very low. Soil pH level is 4.9 to 6.1. Question D. Exaggerate the importance of land cultivation on above proverb to Khona's significant. The answer of question D is Khona's proverb is radish cultivation requires 16 plowings to make soil friable, which expresses the importance of tillage. Tillage refers to mechanical manipulation of uppermost surface soil so that seeds can be germinated and crop can grow properly. From Khona's proverb, it can be said that number of tillage depends on the nature of crops. For cultivation of radish, land should be tilled 16 times, whereas for cotton, 8 tills are needed. For paddy cultivation, 4 times is significant. On the other hand, jute cultivation doesn't need any tilling of soil. Tillage is the first activity of land preparation. Due to tillage, seeds can be placed in appropriate depth and placed for germination. Airflow in the soil can also be ensured. Good tillage can make land flat and tight, reducing wastage of water and soil erosion during irrigation and while raining. Tillage sends the surface soil under earth and vice versa. This brings to the surface different harmful insects like ants, which are then eaten by the birds. Sunlight also destroys these insects. Tillage also helps in increasing the productiveness of the microorganisms of soil. Thus, it could be said that the number of tillage depends on the nature of crops. Land tillage improves the structure of the soil, increases soil fertility, and creates a convenient environment for germination of seeds. So this is our today's class. Thanks for watching this video.